Press the button.
Hello and welcome to this.
Too late, the button's been pressed.
Hello and welcome to this FBF Nerd Night. My name is John and I am joined by Sean.
Oh, do.
Tanny.
I'm not Tanny. Who told him? Who's just Tanny?
Ben.
Hello. Hi.
And Scar.
Bonjour.
And hopefully Kaboom will be along soon. Maybe he won't be, and who knows.
It's Kaboom, because Kaboom it's what happens when you play something.
I'm gonna play a bit
I have grenades.
No, it's in another D&D.
Oh, that's in another game.
No, that's even worse. If our DM has
I
grenades,
have
he's going to
grenades.
randomly start throwing at us.
I could have grenades.
Okay, come on, guys. I've just sent a new GIF. I think that one perfectly aligns.
Okay,
You just don't see her dying off screen.
let's go and see the GIF.
God damn it!
Yeah, I can't agree
I'm
with that.
trying to do things. Our audience can't see all these wonderful gifts.
I can't-
Someone, quick, describe the GIF.
It looks like it's from the film
Which one?
Inside Out.
There we go. Yeah, that feeling is right now, sir. Mr.
The
Crab.
film of things.
Character Happy is basically so happy and joyful, she's like running off happily, and then followed by the panic guy, the angry one, the disgusted chick, and the sad chick. I'm assuming the happy one is Freedom, followed by Torin, the panicky one.
I'm not panicky.
No, that's Philip, the panicky.
Philip is the panicky one. I'm assuming we all agree that Romad is the angry one.
Yeah.
Along with the disgusted kid-ass and the
Yeah.
sad one. Who's the sad one?
Me.
It's Torin.
Hello, Sean. Welcome for the fourth apparent time you've attempted to say hello.
Hello, Sean.
Don't know
Hello,
why you've been
Sean.
having problems with that, but hello.
Don't worry, just blame John.
Hello, everybody.
It's John's fault.
Hello.
Everything's John's fault. I mean, this is why
Welcome
he's
to a
DM.
part of the stream where I actually talk.
Personally blame Dave from my work.
I blame Dave from Sean's workplace. I
Good.
don't think he's in chat at the moment,
Who
but
the
it's
hell is
all
this?
That
his
sounds
fault.
like, yes, Dave. God damn it.
Blame Dave. Whatever you do, I'm trying to make it a thing that you just blame Dave.
Dave.
You may not
It's amazing that I've got a friend who's trying to do
who
that.
Dave is. Just blame.
I've got a friend who's trying to do the
Sean
exact same
blames the
thing.
Twitch app for not connecting to the chat room.
No,
It's
no,
Dave's
it's
fault.
Dave. It's Dave.
That'll be a
Sean,
problem.
Sean,
But I
Dave's
bet
fault.
that it's Dave's problem with the
Yes.
Twitch app.
Hashtag Dave's fault.
You could
Hashtag
create a
Dave's
hashtag.
fault.
You could create a hashtag of that.
When in doubt, blame
Hashtag
Dave.
Dave's fault. We are back with the Tomb of Annihilation crew in the jungles of Chult. When we last saw this group of, I was going to say adventurers, but people. When we
Thank
last
you.
left this group of dudes,
Random insults.
they were in a small ruined village called Mbala, which had been beset by a hag. You proceeded to beat the hag to death, and then beat the flesh golem that the hag had buried in her garden to death. And
And
then
Romad felt his shaft.
Romad went off and took off all his clothes and felt his shaft and found a fleshy
Yep.
sack.
Fucking, yep, eat it.
And then he found some
That
treasure
long, deep
in a
shaft.
well.
It was a full sack. It was a full sack.
Yeah, full sack down that long, slick, stiff shaft.
Pink. The pink one.
Guys, this is what we're dealing
Turgid.
with.
Turgid, I think is the word. It's a turgid, sir.
Welcome to family-friendly D&D.
Wait, we just talked about the shaft.
From the height of the Umbala plateau, you can see the stepped ziggurat of Orolunga, which is your current goal is to go visit the Guardian of Orolunga. Hello, Calrissian, and yes, Sean, Dave should really sort his shit out and fix Twitch.
I'll tell him tomorrow.
You
Let
heard
him
him.
know.
You heard him. Come on, Dave, get your stuff together.
You guys can see out, and you can see the newsflash: tourist beats old woman to death. Mystery pile of flash found nearby.
What?
Well, when the old woman is called Nanny Pu'pu, she deserves a beating.
Yes.
From the plateau of Umbala, you can see off into the distance, and you can see the ziggurat of Orolunga
Cigarettes? I
out
didn't know he was smoking.
out in the distance. Eku explains to you that it's about a 6 days of travel to get from here to there.
Oh boy.
And while you're doing that, on day one at the very least, you guys all leveled up as well.
Huzzah.
Hold up, have a cupcake.
Should we go around the group?
John.
Should we go around the group and explain what you guys have acquired at level 3?
Nothing.
We could do.
Sean, what have you got? What's new with Toren Vasilisegiesh?
Well, first of all, I gained divine health, which means that I am now immune to disease
Damn.
completely. So that's fun.
For you, maybe. For me, it means I have to come up with new ways of attacking.
Trying to stop me. And then I think, judging if I leveled up, I probably got a new. No, I don't think I did get another spell slot, but I did have to pick my oath, my divine oath of the paladin, and I have picked the Oath of Vengeance.
Or as I like to call it, the Oath of Batman.
So yes, I have sworn an oath of vengeance against things.
You are now quite literally the Dark Knight.
Not yet. It's like level 20. I can become the Dark Knight.
Actually, yeah. That to be fair, I want to point out. I'm just gonna pick up the book and read from the book. The Oath of Vengeance is a solemn commitment to punish those who have committed a grievous sin. When evil forces slaughter helpless villagers, when an entire people turns against the will of the gods, when a thieves' guild grows too violent and powerful, when a dragon rampages through the countryside. At times like these, paladins arise and swear an oath of vengeance to set right that which has gone wrong. To these paladins, sometimes called avengers or dark knights, their own purity is not as important as delivering justice. Literally, you are either the Avengers or Batman.
I am.
I've got myself in the wrong race.
But with that, I've gained 2 spells that I have permanently prepared.
They're just stuck in your head, you can't quite get them out.
I have Bane and Hunter's Mark. And then also, I get, because of my oath, I get... I use Channel Divinity now. So I can either abjure an enemy, which makes it so an enemy, I pick an enemy and they have to make a wisdom saving throw, and if they fail, they're frightened of me for 1 minute.
Just through sheer force of your charisma.
Just force of will alone.
And for 1 minute.
And then I also have Vow of Enmity. That as a bonus action, can utter a vow of enmity against a creature you can see. I get advantage on attack rolls against that creature for 1 minute.
Very nice.
And I believe that's all I've gotten. So yes, apart from more health and more lay on hands.
Okay, Riodan Ithrana.
Well, guys, I've just remembered that I've been trained in the traditional way of the drunken master, which allows me to do 1 or 2 things. For example, I can now deflect missiles, where If someone was to shoot something or throw something at me, there's a chance I can deflect it using my dexterity. Or even a chance that I could catch it, which is another fun one. And if I catch it... Oh, yes. And if I can catch it, there's a chance I might even be able to throw it back. So, you know, that's good. And then obviously the drunken techniques come with that, where I learn how to twist and turn and quickly and make a part of my flurry of blows. Basically, I wobble around the stage. Just, you don't know where I'm going. I'll just sort of wobble up to a person, hit them, and then wobble away.
Isn't there a character in Naruto where if he gets drunk, he's like super powerful?
I believe so. Mind you, on a brilliant plus side for you all, my performance has now gone up. I now have a +3 on performance, which means I might be better with the flute now.
Yep, he's remembered how to play the flute now.
You're still not playing the flute, and I'm still not okay with that.
I've honestly completely forgotten about the flute.
Can I not just go and play in the corner till I get better? Otherwise, I will always annoy you. I will always be in the background just annoying you. Just the fact that I have it.
You'll just be playing the sad violent version of flute.
I'm just going to get a slide whistle instead. Unless I'm mistaken, I think that's about it, but it's more a case of...
You also know how to brew now.
Oh yes, of course, I can brew. I can make drinks.
God,
He's going to come in very happy.
The guy is always drunk, and he's gonna get the rest of the team drunk with him.
Yeah, exactly. As we're going in the battle, we're going to be seeing
the difference between drunk Rihanna and non-drunk Rihanna.
And you also gain 1 hit point.
Exactly. I'm immortal.
No, you're not. Stiff breeze will
Maybe
kill
I
you.
should drink talking, I'm not sure.
Tanny, what did Romad get this level?
It's a fucking fairy. He's got a fairy, guys.
Yay!
It absolutely lost why he's got a fairy.
So,
Hang on, let me do this. I am. Look, hang on, I gotta look on my beautiful picture.
Nom 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 nom.
Yes, I think that's a good time.
Nom 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 nom.
He's learned a new ability called Pact of the Chain, which basically I am able to learn a familiar spell and cast it as a ritual. And basically I get my own kind of little friend. I get my own little friend, guys.
So at some point on the first night that you are travelling from Umbala to Orolunga, Romad will sit down in a magic circle with candles lighting the edges.
And basically a goat carcass. He kills a goat in the middle. Blood everywhere.
And I believe for Find Familiar, where is that spell? It's under F.
You're under.
It is.
God,
For Find Familiar.
Yes, find helps with that sort of thing, yes.
Find Familiar. You have charcoal in the circle, and you have incense and herbs that are burning, and a brass thing to burn them in.
Brazier.
That's the thing that you're burning them in. And you spend 10 minutes chanting magic words.
Meanwhile, there's a Riordan in the background going.
Really? Jesus Christ.
And suddenly, at the end of the 10 minutes, hi, boss.
A bumps out somewhere. Or a spray, or whatever the fuck it is.
A sprite just kind of flutters out of the tree. Hey, boss.
Character, my shit.
Ah,
What can I do for you?
Did you not see the? Did I not send you the picture?
I didn't have. I'll replace
Alright,
I'll replace the token with your picture
At
Oh, what?
some point.
next week. But for now,
Okay.
Tammy is this token.
Okay.
Hello, Tammy.
Yeah, the character, Tammy. Oh, is there a way I can look at it closely?
Zoom in.
Zoom in.
Yeah, zoom in is pretty much it.
Or if you lean in really close to your
Or just,
screen.
yeah. There's the
You
old-fashioned
nose
zoom
against
in.
And now I want to know who tried.
No one's actually volunteering to let you know.
I mean, if you're watching the stream, you'll know that I showed off how to do the old-fashioned zoom. What is that behind me? Oh, Rhino Hero. Okay. So yeah, so a little sprite appears.
I'll send it through thing for you guys, so that you're all a bunch of folks. I mean, what? I'm so.
Oh, there is.
I don't know what I'm talking
Ah, what happened?
about. I don't know what I'm talking about. Where do you- Come on. Oh God.
Timmer!
You
God, boy. I know what you're having.
should.
Yeah, Sean, we got to show you young whippersnappers how the old-fashioned zoom is done.
Get off my lawn!
I can just imagine on the stream right now, it's just sort of zooming in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, zoom in,
There you
zoom
go,
out.
there's a picture on the Facebook chat, guys.
Ah,
Facebook chat. God damn it! I just put my phone over there.
So this is what Tammy looks like. Not Tanny. Tanny looks like a person.
Tell me look at it. Yes.
Wow, very pretty, very nice.
Cool.
Does she like spoons?
Yeah, yeah.
And so it gets, as I say, you're at night of... This is in the evening of the first day of travel, having left Mbala. Who's taking watch throughout the night?
I'm
I
taking
am.
watch.
Do you want to take first watch or second? Hey, I
I
take a
take
watch
first
as
watch
well.
with.
Do you want first watch or second watch?
I take first watch with Miss. No, not Miss Tammy. Mr. Romad.
In which case, I will take the second watch.
Tammy will point out, I'm a miss.
Think of Tinkerbell, guys. Think of Tinkerbell because she talks.
Jingle, jingle.
Tingle, tingle.
Does that mean that she gets really red hot when she gets angry?
No, but if she notices something that you guys don't notice, she'll just start shouting, Hey! Hey, listen!
No, John. She'll do that whether we notice it or not.
Yeah.
Hey!
Just randomly go and float above something.
Hey!
Hey, listen, hey. And you thought that the flute was bad.
It's really overwhelming. You're not having a bit of a moment.
That's something I'm going to teach Tammy
We are
how to
sorry.
play the flute.
We are sorry to anyone in the audience who we have triggered their post-traumatic stress disorder.
We'll have to see how much hours Theodas will restrain from just shooting a bow and arrow to Tammy for practice.
You'll just literally be screaming out, miss, you missed me again. Ah, you missed me.
She's not an easy
And
target
I'm
to
just going to be
hit.
playing in the background, dude.
Yeah, she's not an easy target to hit, and we know how you are with targets in general.
Yeah, but maybe if I fail constantly, I might hit Romad, which is as good.
Really now.
We got a kaboom!
We got a carbon, by the way.
We got a kaboom!
Yeah!
Yay!
Guys, with the lady.
We'll get back to leveling him up after
After
night
these short messages.
one. So
Oh,
Romad,
Martin Madrazo with cheesy bastards.
Romad and Theodas are taking the first watch.
Yes.
So would you both like to make me a perception check, please?
Yes.
You make me a perception check. God, John.
Romad is still so busy looking at Tammy going, this is a nice fairy. I have so many bad memories of bad fairies.
Romad is basically taking in all the basically Tammy's literally just she's very talkative. So
Yeah.
she's
Doesn't
just
stop
yanking
saying,
at that.
hey,
He's
hey, hey!
And so basically, he's
I
the kind of person that's just stare at her and listen. He's just casually
I
staring
prefer
at
to
her.
think. I prefer to think that Romad's staring wistfully back at the plateau, back at the place that so much before.
I don't know, I kind of like to picture that Tammy is just very excitedly telling Romad everything, like her entire life history, while like just
Buzzing
plaiting
around her
Romad's
head,
hair.
And that was when my third brother was born. When my second.
Every time that Romad tries to look away, the bear just sort of Tammy's straight in front of him again. It's, okay, tell me about your fourth cousin removed.
Really? What happened on the second day of school, huh? Oh, right.
She's also more likely interested in what he looks like, so he's like, oh, you're the cousin. So what are you? Oh, wait.
Stop brushing your ego. Stop
Tammy's-
brushing your ego.
Tammy's braiding his hair.
Yeah, Tammy's braiding the beard.
While telling his entire life
And
history.
you would not believe what she was doing next. I tell you.
Like,
Um,
Theodas,
And sad. She was like,
and Theodas just seeing that is like, okay, I'm going to go as far as possible. Someone has to do the job, yeah.
I can. There, this is just, I can die happy now.
Theodas, you just kind of wander the edge of the camp, just ignoring
As best you can.
both of them as best you can.
And I'd like to think that the constant yakking is what's keeping anything from attacking us.
And yeah, nothing attacks, but it does start to lightly rain.
I want to imagine some like horrible fucking monster goes to come into the camp and then hears this yakking little fairy. It just goes, oh no, fuck that.
A great big troll which was just making its way through the trees. Oh no, my weakness, fairies.
Not fairy gossip. Ah, fuck you now. Anyway.
Who is taking the second shift? I believe it was Riordan and...
Yes, it is.
Is anybody waking up with Riordan?
Real dad.
No,
Is
it's
it
not
your
the
real
it's
dad?
done.
I wake Riordan up. And I
Anyway.
will wake,
I suppose I shall, even though
I will wake Torin as well.
Would you both like to make me a perception check, please?
Yes.
never.
Please.
You can't make me.
Yep, you can't make him.
Hell, I don't have dark vision, so I'm I see, I worse than
You're
that.
also distracted by the fairy.
Yeah, the fairy is still up.
Tammy
for
is
it.
somehow
Fucking
trying to
you.
braid your hair, but it's really not working because you're a lizard man and you don't have hair.
How dare you? I am not a lizard man. I am a dragonkin. That's racist, John.
Tammy is like shining your scales.
She's asking about fucking the various scars I've got on my scales and fucking
Pointing out how
Dragonborn.
brilliant it is that
Skyrim.
as a magical creature she doesn't need to sleep.
Oh god damn it.
I'm just like praying for something to attack us.
And then about an hour into your shift she realizes actually she does need to sleep. And just flitters away and tucks herself in under Romad's cape.
I'm just giggling as I look over every now and again. Yeah.
I silently give a prayer of thanks to Glenvor. for saving me this day.
You leave Timmy alone. I get Romad gets too protective. Like, no, you leave her alone.
You're asleep.
Sleep. Yeah, you leave her alone.
Ah.
Nothing attacks the camp throughout this day, but it does. It
What about the night?
yeah, nothing adapts then either.
In
However,
fact, the entire jungle is devoid of anything dangerous.
Apart from fairies.
however,
fair.
the rainfall is now so heavy that Iku suggests that maybe we just rest here for the day.
No.
I know that it takes it puts another day on our travel, but traveling in this weather.
Is it like sweet fucking torrential fucking downpour fucking fuck?
Yes,
Oh.
it is torrential
That's bad.
downpour fucking fuck.
Oh, Jesus Christ, not the
Blimey.
fucking.
Well,
I haven't seen this fucking bad.
I
so
am liable to agree with the guide. If anyone else wishes to press on anyway.
I agree.
I mean, she says you can press on if you want, but it's going to be so much harder work, and that it's just probably easier to just take a rest
It
day.
might be good to just take a rest and then start fresh up.
I'm happy with that. I'm going to start brewing and then.
I'm gonna start making some more arrows that I will never use.
I mean, there's a difference between making arrows you'll never use and arrows you'll never hit anything with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
arrows that will look really amazing as they sail past the enemy.
That's a well-made arrow.
Maybe I go
Yeah.
hunting some
Wow,
stuff
that must
too.
got a gold
Maybe you
tip.
can distract them enough that they will get advantage on the hits.
You know what? I can't take this anymore. I'm gonna hunt with Philip. Fuck you all.
Fuck you.
Okay, I'm gonna make a song.
Philip manages to make a survival check to get plenty of food for you for the next days.
Yay!
Because that instinct has happened.
Do I need to do survival as well?
You can if you want, but I see
Correct.
closer to that being plenty.
We'll know in the next episode.
Oh well. just
Do
for
I need to
fun.
do anything to brew?
Yeah. I just watched Philip's hunt.
Yeah, you watch Philip hunt. He hunts and you. Oh,
Yeah.
who disappeared?
Apparently,
Oh dear.
apparently,
He
Tammy
was spreaded to death.
Tammy kills Tanny in her sleep.
And
Where's-
eats her skin.
Oh, of course I can't see Xanthar's guide in that pile. I've got it here.
There we go.
Hey,
I decided to switch to my laptop.
Ah,
We can hear.
Can you hear me properly?
We can.
got it, yeah.
Alright, cool. Alright, back to work.
oh well, I'm tending to the fire now. Let's do this.
Well, craft.
Ooh,
I'm gonna polish my hammer.
I'm just curious to see what Bid has to do.
I'm just snapping my fingers to create a small campfire.
So, do I need to roll anything to brew? Or do anything to brew?
Yeah, if you just make me a. I think you can just click on the brewer's kit.
Click on the brewer's kit. Well, the brewer's supplies.
Yeah.
The one with the spoon.
Yeah.
He puts some sort of ground up material in the spoon and lights a fire underneath it, and
You just kind of you knock it over and you've basically wasted the day's work.
Damn it!
I try to see if it's some part of his religion. It's which one was it?
I
Oh
mean,
yeah. Is it some?
heck.
you're just determined to see if this is some sort of religion.
Technically,
I can just imagine. I'm
it's-
just going to see him constantly religion.
Yeah, I don't know about religion, so I'm basically trying to look for everything that's out of the ordinary.
I mean, technically, it's a part of his training as a monk, so
Yeah,
sort
true.
of.
The monastery of the Great Ladle.
No, it has nothing to do with the spoon. It has all to do with the drink. The spoon is something different
Oh.
entirely. There are two
Okay.
different things you're looking into. Do you want to try and find my religion on the spoon, or do you want to try and find out what's going on with the brewing?
Okay,
Mind you,
Um,
if you actually just
John?
talk to me, I might tell you. Mind you, you might be in for a nice long lecture.
Johnny
Does anyone
Johnson.
make choice with me?
yes, Theodos.
What do I need to do to make arrows?
Roll me a d8.
Just a D8.
You know what you want to do? Chop some trees down.
You managed to fashion 3 working arrows this day.
Cool, I've got my arrows back.
Can I try making arrows?
Can I try making arrows too?
Sure, both of you can roll me a d4.
I shan't bother trying to make arrows because I have nothing to shoot them with.
Slash roll 1d4.
I'm going to move away from the group and try to play my flute if I can.
I silently take my bow and
Philippe,
And my
you
quiver.
managed to craft 2 arrows, and Romad, you managed to craft 1.
Okay.
Uh,
But it looks like I made 3 though.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I feel I've made 3.
Can I try and play my flute down far away from everyone else?
you can. Roll me a performance check. It's
Oh,
wonderful.
God.
You guys
No
hear
one will know.
you hear music floating back in, and it sounds divine from a flute. It's a well played flute. It couldn't possibly be Riordan.
It's not true then. Must be
But then who is it?
Bandits! Bandits!
Hey,
It's the
Theodas,
terrible flute bandits.
Yes, Romad?
would you like to play chess with me?
Sorry?
Would you like to play chess with me?
Let's do this.
What do I need to roll again?
Make opposed intelligence checks.
Or what? Chess?
Both of you make an intelligence check.
Alright.
Nope.
He outfoxes you.
That's good. I'm very
Theodas
impressed, Theodas.
Lorakaran has won this game.
I'm impressed, Theodas. That was a good game.
Yeah, this was actually good. I watched Roden beat you last time, so...
And now a character Tammy says, GG!
Okay,
Yeah. Thank you, Tammy.
I'm gonna pause
Away.
the game for a moment while we level up Philippe.
Yay!
At 3rd level for the
I'm gonna
barbarian,
try to roll Riordan.
you have to pick a primal path.
Okay.
So basically, with the primal paths, they're sort of how your rage ability manifests itself.
Okay.
You have the following options: the path of the berserker. For some barbarians, rage is a mean to an end, and that end is lots of violence and bloodshed.
Okay.
It's basically the path of the berserker is all about raging and doing damage while in raging, and not taking damage while you are raging.
Maximizing your rage, basically.
Let the hate flow through you.
Path of the Totem Warrior. The path of the Totem Warrior is a spiritual journey as the barbarian accepts a spirit animal as guide, protector, and inspiration. In battle, your totem spirit fills you with supernatural might, adding magical fuel to your barbarian rage.
Okay.
Then we also have Path of the Ancestral Guardian. Some barbarians hail from cultures that revere their ancestors. These tribes teach that the warriors of the past linger in the world as mighty spirits who can guide and protect the living. When a barbarian who follows this path rages, the barbarian contacts the spirit world and calls on the guardian spirits for aid.
Okay.
Path of the Storm Herald. All barbarians harbour a fury within. Their rage grants them superior strength, durability, and speed. Barbarians who follow the path of the Storm Herald learn to transform that rage into a mantle of primal magic which swirls around them. When in a fury, a barbarian of this path taps into the forces of nature to create powerful magical effects.
Okay.
Or Path of the Zealot. Some deities inspire their followers to pitch themselves into ferocious battle fury. These barbarians are zealots, warriors who channel their rage into powerful displays of divine power. Which of those sounds interesting to you?
Okay. I have a question about the totem warrior. Would I get a special affinity with the animals that are the same as my spirit animal?
Yes.
Alright. I think I'll go for the totem warrior.
Okay. The totem animals you can pick from.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, I'm not letting him pick that one.
Oh.
What was it?
Personally, I would have only given him that choice.
I'll get back to that one. You have bear, eagle,
Okay.
or wolf.
Bear, eagle, or
Wolf.
wolf.
Uh,
Okay.
So basically, as part of this, you gain the ability to cast Beast Sense and Speak with Animals as rituals.
Mhm.
So you can do a 10-minute spell to... What's Beast Sense do?
I think it's you can use an animal's senses. Like you actually have to have an animal there that you can use the senses of. But
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
that's it.
you touch a willing beast, and for the duration of the spell, you can see and hear what it sees and hears.
Okay. I think I will pick wolf.
And then you also have Speak with Animals, which allows you to speak with animals.
Okay. With any animal?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
But it takes you 10 minutes to cast the spell.
Okay.
So you really have to. Really
You kind of need to prepare it in advance.
Then
You also...
I'm drawing the character, and you told me that he has a mustache. Can you tell me what this mustache looks like? Does it look like an 80s mustache? Or
One moment.
like a very, very classy mustache?
One moment.
Give me the mustache.
Here's the essay for the moustache.
Prepare for this paragraph on moustaches. Carboom. Philippe will now acquire a physical totem object, an amulet or similar adornment, that you incorporate with the fur, feathers, claws, teeth, or bones of a wolf.
Okay.
At your option, I mean, this is difficult because you're a cat person to begin with. You will also gain minor physical attributes that are reminiscent of the totem animal.
Okay.
I don't really know how a cat person becomes
I have
wolf-like.
sent it onto,
but-
onto the group chat. Is that sort of moustache?
So
Roughly,
as a wolf totem,
Maybe not quite as curly, but that's style.
when you are raging, your friends have advantage on melee attacks against any creature within 5 feet of you that is hostile to you.
Okay.
The spirit of the wolf makes you a leader of hunters.
Sounds accurate.
So basically,
Kind of concerned about his hair at the moment.
while you are raging and in combat, with people around you,
Here must be the easiest
all of
one.
your
Just
friends have
messy.
advantage on attacking the people that are stood next to you.
In colour.
Okay.
Do you have more of a description of what his hairstyle will look like more often? Because I suck. You said he's cutting it.
Oh,
He uses
and
long hair, but you're cutting it.
He used
the
to have long hair, but he's basically used the dagger to just cut straight through. And
So what length is it? Shoulder length, or is it like more further up, like a more boyish type, or is it just basically?
no, it's rather boyish type now. It's rather high up. Sorry, John. I know we're interrupting you.
the animal that Sean is upset I didn't let you pick
Hold on, I'll find you a picture. I'll send you one, Hal.
was duck.
What?
I was hoping that he would look like this guy.
Didn't catch that.
The animal that Sean is upset that I'm not letting you pick is the duck,
Oh. Okay.
because that is an option that has been added by the wonderful Matthew Mercer of Critical Role.
And
Matthew
it's,
Master!
and
I
it's,
would totally high five that guy.
and it's especially
It's kind of
that
close to that.
makes
Yeah,
you-
it's kind of very close to that. Just obviously messy with bits and stuff in the hair. That's
So the final thing that you need to do, Philippe,
Yes.
is roll 1d12.
Okay. So the duck special attribute is that it makes you taste delicious, or
11. Very nice.
better than one, isn't it, John?
It is. That's 2 ones.
But yes, no, Tanner, you're absolutely right. It's kind of like that. Yes.
It's Dorian Powers!
The what?
I just. Dorian Powers from Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, right.
He's a real gold chap.
Dragon Age
Okay,
Inquisition, never heard of it.
So you're up to 39 hit points now.
Wow, that sounds better than my 13.
Doesn't it just?
You have 13.
so okay. Oh, nice.
Jesus fucking
so-
Christ.
So what object do I need to pick to infuse it with the totem animal?
It says in here that you need to
Slay a virgin child.
acquire a physical totem object, an amulet or similar adornment. So you need like an amulet.
No, you
Can
cannot have my spoon.
Can I pick a fork?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I pick something a bit more, I don't know, intimidating.
A spork, then.
A bone of a wolf.
Turned into a spork.
Let me just check my back to see if I have anything that can be nice.
A shiny stone.
Didn't get there much stuff. Yeah, and Xarbird. Yeah, I think on the next stop at the campfire, I go snoop around to see if I can find something worthy of making an amulet.
Okay.
So,
And we'll continue the travel.
okay.
If you guys continue to press on the way that you're pressing on, and you rest each day that it rains, it takes you 11 days to get to Orolunga.
Okay.
Question, what's a prior kerfuffle?
It means it was a
what kerfuffle?
Okay.
a fight in the past. It was a minor kerfuffle.
Okay, so his
Kerfuffle
right
is
ear-
old person for fight.
Okay, I also thought it was completely something. So he's got some. Okay, he's got something up with his right ear. So
Sorry, Ben, but kerfuffle is archaic. Some might
does he
say.
have any piercings on his ears?
He has no piercings, no. Just a notch out of his right ear.
Okay.
No, that's not.
Hold on, I can show you on the fake ear for the sake of doing that.
Where's Orolunga?
I can show you on my fake ear.
This ear that I have, that's not mine. Oh, why do you have an ear?
What are you doing with my ear? Ah!
Okay, hold on.
This ear.
Here it comes.
Here it
Ear.
comes.
Here it comes.
Here it comes to save the day. There you go. Yeah. That's the notch at the ear.
Okay, so 11 days after you set out from Umbala, you arrive at the what remains of the ancient city of Orolunga. A massive brick and stone ziggurat rises from the jungle. It's a pyramid.
Ah. I was
For
about to ask.
anybody wondering what a ziggurat is, it's a pyramid.
It's a cigarette. It's another version of a cigarette.
Well, it's a kind of stepped pyramid.
It's a stepped pyramid.
Oh.
Two
So like
staircases
pyramids.
angle up
Like,
across the front face.
like Aztec
yeah,
pyramid.
Aztec pyramid.
Ah.
Two staircases angle up and across the front face, one from the right, one from the left, to meet at the landing on the second level about 30 feet above your head. And then this layout repeats on the second level and then the third level, but with each successive level adding less height than the one below it. The fourth level, 60 feet above the jungle floor, is an enclosed shrine or temple, its walls adorned with labyrinthine symbols. The jungle encroaches right up to and onto the ancient structure. The first flight of steps are choked with creepers, tree roots, and flowering vines. It might have been surrounded a long time ago by a city, but the jungle is so dense here that it would take hours of searching to find the buried foundations and tumbled stones of the former city.
Okay.
Fantastic.
I'm just waiting for the pointer. Roll investigation. There they are.
Oh no, wait, there it is.
Where the fuck are my car keys? They're right here in my hand.
I mean, my car keys are here.
Well, hold on. I'll roll an investigation, see if it can help you find your car key.
Please be a natural 20.
Right, so I tried drawing Rio down. I'm in a really awkward angle, so basically his eyes are like, come on! I messed up the eyes!
Hello, Maritime Maddie. You have not missed much. The group have spent the last just over a week travelling from Umbala to Orolunga. It rained 5 days out of the what should have been 6 days of travel. 5 of them were rained off, and everybody's now level 3, and we've just gone through what that means for everybody.
And Ben spilled some brew.
And Ben
Yeah.
tried to
I'm
brew
still
some
sad
brew,
about that.
spilled
So
it.
we don't know yet how he's a cook. How good is a cook.
This is not how I want this story to be, but I'm ever so sorry. I probably just landed poor old Rio then from drawing this. Oh,
And
I absolutely hate the Facebook camera.
they have just arrived at Orolunga,
This-
which is basically a ziggurat or a Aztec pyramid. The first set of steps is 50 feet long and goes up 30 feet.
Okay.
Can we do an investigation check to make sure the stairs are safe?
Yeah, I want
You
to do
can
that
have a
too.
Okay, I'm going to try an investigation check. I don't have the greatest investigation. I tell other people to do this.
I also don't have great investigation, but I'm also
See,
doing that thing.
I can tell you there's stairs.
They go up.
Yeah.
I always hate stairs. They're always up to something. I hate stairs.
I'm not angry. I'm just...
How come I made the best one?
For the sake of it, Tanny, did you need to see the spoon?
I could add the spoon. I was thinking maybe like no, instead for like a knife or something, having his hand like his knife out, it would be a spoon.
Hold on.
I'm gonna make a little bit more different ways, more likely pretending to be like an investigator with a spoon.
Tanny,
Yeah,
do you
there's
want
a
to
really interesting-
roll us an investigation, or are you going to leave it with everybody else doing it?
No, oh, that's a cool spoon.
Thank you.
That's how my investigation. I swear to God, if this investigation check's
Hey,
gonna be
spoon.
like completely zero, I'm literally gonna say, "Hey, it's a spoon." So,
How long have you had that spoon?
How long did the spoon for?
Hey, oh, hey, that's an interesting spoon.
So yeah, the stairs themselves look fine. The first, from what you see, they are just covered in vines and roots and just a tangle of knotted thorns and generally nasty plant life that is twisted over this surface in the presumably thousands of years the ziggurat has been stood here. You think it's going to be difficult to climb. You're going to have to take it slowly, but you should be able to take it. You should be able to get up the stairs.
Okay.
Sweet.
Not liking this. Don't know what it is. Not liking it.
I think we're going to have to try it, aren't we?
I'm tempted to try, like, detect good and evil or detect magic or something. But it's like a waste of a spell slot.
I actually have danger sense as an ability.
Yep.
So, yep. Does I activate it or is it passive?
It's a passive thing, and
Okay.
it's just basically you get advantage on certain things.
Okay.
I'm going to cast detect magic just because we're going to some guardian who's living in this rundown thing. It seems hinky. I'm going to cast detect magic.
And
Okay.
I'm
Can I,
gonna cast.
can I tap the stairs with my quarterstaff?
I'm gonna cast find traps just in case.
Okay. Are you both going to cast those as normal spells or rituals?
I'm just walking up, guys. I'm walking up.
It's not a
If I
it's not
cast it
a
as a
ritual.
ritual, I don't use a
Not
spell
there,
slot.
yeah.
If you cast it as a ritual, you don't use a spell slot, but it takes you 10 minutes.
If everyone's willing to wait 10 minutes, I'll cast it as a ritual because then I don't have to waste.
I'm willing to wait 10 minutes and cast it as a ritual as well.
I'm already halfway to the stairs, guys.
Okay, Romad,
I
as
want
you...
to tap the stairs with my stuff.
Okay, I'll start with you because that's easiest. Romad, bear with us one moment. Rioden, you tap the stair with your staff.
I don't have a bear.
It's a solid stone stair.
Yeah! I did something, guys!
At least we know it's solid.
Romad, you start to walk up the stairs, and for the first 10 feet or so, you have to move slowly, and it takes longer than you were expecting it to.
Okay.
And then
Well,
you get 10 feet up, 10 feet away from your friends.
fuck.
Take 1 point of slashing damage.
Ooh.
What the hell?
Can we roll a perception check to see where we saw what happened?
Well, how many do I lose?
1 point.
Why did you go before we did the checks?
Because honestly, I'm not patient enough, and I really want to get going.
Can we roll a perception check to see where we saw what happened?
You can.
Am I like laying on the stairs, like bleeding or something?
You're not laying down. You're stood up still. You've just taken you've taken a point of damage. Theodas, despite the fact that you're currently ritualing, Philippe notices it as well. He just seems to have got caught in some vines.
Hmm.
It's scratched a deep cut in
Is it,
the foot, like in the lower leg.
is it your
Can
vine
anyone
trap?
cast fire to burn the vines away?
Yeah, if we cast fire right now, we're gonna burn Romad as well.
Yeah,
I can
That'd be
cut
great
them.
if you didn't do that. That'd be great if you didn't do that, please.
Romad, get down from there. We'll cast fire, burn away the vines.
Fine then, I go back down.
okay, you're fine. You get back down. It takes you a while to climb down, but
Gonna be quick.
It's 36 points of damage because you get every vine.
Jeez.
You-
Very fun.
Your foot catches on a vine and you fall down the stairs.
Great, thanks.
Okay, now we've done that. Who can cast fire?
I think I can. No, I can't, can I?
I
can
can-
do which
I can breathe acid.
That might go through the stone, though. Would the acid go through the stone?
breathe acid.
Yeah, I think the acid would go through the stone.
Whereas the fire should leave the stone quite intact.
I got witch bolt. Does that would that count?
I think that's lightning-y.
That's lightning.
Yeah, but lightning causes by fire anyway. It causes fire on dry stuff.
This is
Is
living
it
plant
dry?
life. It's not
Living
dry.
plant life.
I can make a flame blade.
That's something, but it's either that or someone's got to go up and carefully try and both Steve and cut every vine so it's out of our way and
We've got torches. We could just try and light torches and try and
I'm
burn
still
it.
doing my ritual, so I don't know why I'm
I
speaking.
don't really want to waste a spell on trying to burn some
I'll tell you
vine.
what, shall we wait until the ritual's done, in which case we can see whether the vines are magic?
I will gladly do them. I'll gladly continue the ritual.
Okay,
We start it again.
we'll wait for the ritual to be done to see whether there's something magical about these vines. I say so for the group. I have become natural leader now.
I am perfectly fine with doing it because that was my plan in the first place.
I'm perfectly
Yes.
fine with
I
continuing
am now
because
the
I did
leader.
not stop.
I knew this day would happen. The sleeping goddess told.
Yes.
You continue the ritual.
I do my ritual.
Romad, to keep you occupied, I will play you at chess.
Can I snoop around to see if I got something worthy of making an amulet while they make the ritual?
Yeah, you can have a look around.
So what's?
Do you want to play chess, Romad?
Yes, please. I can
Make
that'll take my patience off.
you two that are playing chess make actually. Tanny, is Romad proficient with the chess set?
He doesn't seem to be. He doesn't say it.
Okay.
He just
Yeah.
have chess.
Any sort of
Oh wait, I
gaming.
do. Yeah, hang on. It has a proficiency here. Yeah.
So if you click that
Can I just click intelligence?
and you just click intelligence.
This game's very easy.
No, it's because Romad's not paying attention. He's literally distracted and trying to get going.
The
Plus,
spoon
Terry's
is
not helping.
He's got a boo-boo. He's not.
the spoon beats the queen.
The spoon is giving me tips.
Philippe, could you make me a survival check?
Yes.
Maybe this room can give me tips to how to calm down, how to
Huge.
check
You
Tony's strength.
you don't find anything.
Okay.
Um,
No biggie.
Actually, no. What you do find, you don't find anything that will work as a
Amulet?
as an amulet, as a totem.
You apparently lose something by the look of that roll.
You do trip over a tree root and
Okay.
land in a field of orchids.
Roses. Oh. Wait, what?
Orchids.
Okay.
Oh. Damn.
I just hope I have a tick for.
Romad, can you make me a perception check?
Got it. I gotta pick up again.
Why romance?
Yeah, my perception, despite like 0, I am literally
Oh, I'm making her lose it because she sees
9.
Okay.
God's sake, I
My
just was.
perception is so shit, guys.
Uh,
I'm literally.
What's
We're
Romad with
seriously-
achieving?
Riodan, can you make me a perception check, please?
I was about to say, is there any chance that Bearden could see? I see everything!
the foreseeing spoon.
Ben puts Riordan puts the spoon down and his eyes.
No. He covers his eyes completely with the spoon.
His the spoon is his third eye. He sticks it onto his forehead.
He sticks it on his nose. He sticks it on his nose.
He sticks it on his
Spoon,
nose and
give
he
me
coughs
sight
like,
beyond
"Oh."
sight.
Thunder.
Thunder spoon.
Tell us, spoon, what is the meaning of life? And it tells us. That's
Romad is busy
a
packing
42.
his chess set away, Riordan, and grumbling about waiting, and like it's
Tammy's basically still batting at him.
Tammy is just kind of rubbing the scratch on Romad's leg.
Oh.
And you just look down on the table that the chess set was set up on, like the little whatever you were using to support the chess set.
Yeah.
And there's a little person about a foot high,
Oh.
completely black-skinned person with a mask, a mask on that's been carved out of wood in the
Oh.
shape of a triceratops head,
Cool.
and it just looks up at you
Hello.
and waves.
A triceratops. Cool.
I wave back.
And
Hello there.
it's holding in one hand a orchid, a large orange and purple orchid,
I love orchids. They're so pretty.
and it waves at you, and then it just darts up the stairs.